Hello. Hello, I'm back in stream again. I was facing some audio issues, so I had to stop and restart again. So in this live stream, I'm drawing some realistic deserts. So guys, thanks for joining my stream. So I think now the issue is resolved. So I'm back to continue this desert painting once again. I think some of my paints are already dry. It's not a problem. Since it's just watercolors, we can just reactivate it with some waters. Just give me a minute. I'm just setting up this one yet. So now we are back. So I'll now go ahead and add the details for the blueberries. We'll take some white, and it's already dried, so I'll add some water and make it active again. I'm using some thick brush. So just randomly apply like a soft cloud. We just need to add some of the black, but before that I want to just add randomly add this white and lighten this purple. It should not be, this purple should not be obvious like this is too dark. It should be a mix of dark blue and some of white shades and a black. Now after adding this white color, I'm going to add the black. I'm giving us some tiny round for the center of the portion. And also in the body part, on top of this violet, just adding some random black shapes. By looking at this, I remember it looks like the continents on the globe. Really, it won't be look very bright, so it's fine. Just make the outlines too dark, strengthening the outline edge of this berries once again. It will look nice if it has the dark outlines and edges. Okay, now the berries are done. And now I'm adding this dark black in between the fruits for the shadows, and it will make a great highlights. I want to add some shadows, so I need a light gray, just a bit of white and very little amount of black color, and adding this color in the bottom of the cake as the shadow so that it will highlight the cake. And also in the side part. It may not be any particular shape, it just can be random. So just to highlight the things which we have drawn above, it will really lift her drawing more. And I'm just lightly blending it over and make it fade and disappear. It would be good if it is just like a random shape rather than some fixed rectangle or circle. I like it this way. And I think now it's done. I just want to make a little bit of details underneath this white cream layer, so that to lift up the view of this, I am mixing a little bit of red and black color. It should not be like plain black, so I'm making some dark like maroon or brown, or that kind of, whichever give that effect, because it should go well with this red cake, and also it should have some of gray color because so that it will appear as the shadow, perfect shadow underneath this green. It will add more texture for this. So now our green part will look a little bit lifted and to look nice. That's it. I want to leave it at this way. And one more thing, here I don't want to these edges to finish like this abruptly, so I want to smudge it. I'm just removing all the paint from my brush and take a little bit of water. I'm taking only a little bit of water left in my brush, and then I'm just going to smudge this layer over. So that it won't, the layer will not look abruptly like we did a black color line on this. Same way I'm doing it for the seed. That's it. Now, without the reflections from my window, this is the actual look of this cake. Now I want to move on to the next one. Next I want to make something in yellowish color, so maybe I can go for a caramel flavor or a butterscotch maybe. And this time it's not going to be the spiral one. Instead I want to do a cake piece that looks like in a rectangle shape, and I will do it here. Just making a rough sketch now. This will be the easiest one because it doesn't involve any curves or something. It's just like a plain rectangle. I don't know if you can see the sketch clearly because I'm doing it very light without applying any pressure. So once we start coloring, it will look better. This is for cream layer and a little bit of white green here, and it's going to be like 3 stages of in this cake. And in the bottom portion I will leave this part for the cake and a little bit of caramel layer. I want some dark browny burnt like color, but plus it looks like a mix of caramel and honey. I want to give it this layer for that. And then there will be a white green at this middle stage, and then at the top I'm going to give that nice caramel look, and basically it will look like some mango color, ripened mango color. And top I want to make it as a white green with some toppings. So let's begin with these 2 layers. Let me add my favorite yellow part first. I'm using this yellow ochre. I think it will look good. I'm just going to directly apply a little bit on the paper, and then I want this another yellow. This is lemon yellow. I want to make this top layer a little bit dark, and it as it proceeds downwards it should look like a little bit very light in color. So I'm using this lemon yellow. I'm directly applying on the paper. Hello. Hello, TYK Art, Art and Craft. I'm a big fan of you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. It's really nice to meet you here. So, just now I'll spread this yellow color. I'm using this brush. I'll start with this dark one. So this is yellow ochre and I want this in a caramel color, but it need not be a plain yellow. It looks good when it gets mixed with some little bit of orange or a red kind of thing. It'll look that nice effect. I'm using a little bit of Vermilion for this, just a tiny amount, and I'm going to mix this Vermilion with this yellow ochre for the top layer. So just mix this yellow and this orange in the corner section alone, not everywhere. Just blend it nicely, and here as it goes down it should perfectly blend with the yellow layer, mild yellow on the bottom portion. I think it's not perfectly visible, and due to the reflections from my window, I will try to lift my sketchbook a little bit up above, and see, this way you'll be able to see better. Okay. Now I'm cleaning up my brush and just take off any excess water. I just want to blend these two layers. I am starting from the bottom, the below line, because once I work on this middle portion, the both paint will get mixed up. But I don't want that in this portion of the cake. I want this to be plain mild yellow. So that's why I'm first doing in this corner, and then later when this is finished I will move towards up, and I will just blend these two colors together. So in the middle it will give a nice orange, and like it will feel like this orange is dripping into this yellow. Let it dry, and if you want then later we'll see and we can adjust the layers if needed. So right now I want to leave it like this and like this blend better. Let's wait some time for this paint to dry, and we'll see. So meanwhile we can do the rest of the layers. So now I want to do this caramel part and the cake layer. For the cake layer we have to make the similar cream color mixture like we did before. For that I was mixing the yellow ochre and a bit of white color. I'm going to create that mixture once again. So I have this yellow ochre and I already have white color in here. I'm mixing this white and a little bit of yellow. This is still too dark. I want to make it a little bit more white. So I'm adding more white. It's already dried to the half, so a little bit thick. Maybe I'll add a drop of water. This is good, I think, but I feel it would be better if it's a little bit more light color. Let's dip it in the remaining white and apply my first layer as very light. Then if you're not satisfied, we can add further layers and darken it a little bit. That way it would be possible, but when we apply the darkest layer first, it would be hard to adjust it later. So I'm beginning with this light layer, and this is the bottom cake portion. I will add some of the white. I'm adding from my gouache colors because my watercolor is already over, the white one. So now I have this white and I'm going to directly apply this on paper and mingle this in here. It need not be a perfect mixture. We did not worry about it should look even, because it's better if it doesn't look even, because we have to make some depths that we did before for this cake. Now I think this color is fine. Now for this depths I need some little bit of dark color. Here it will be better if we use some brown. I think this brown is already over. I'm taking a little bit of brown. I have this burnt umber in watercolors. Let me use this one. First I want to give a layer of this brown alone, and then I want to mix with the green color. Oh, let me do this part. Okay, just a single layer of dark brown, and then I want to mix the cream mixture with this brown, and then underneath this dark brown I am adding one line, and with the same color just add random spots or different random shapes like dots or some shadows or images, whatever shapes you like. Make sure leave some the base color as it is, and just then and there add the spots, and use this dark brown underneath the cake. It will create a nice shadow like look, and it really lifts up this cake picture. And one layer of dark at this edge, but as it goes down it should be lighter. I want to dilate it, so just remove off all the paint. Before it dries, just blend it nicely and as it goes down it should be more light. Okay, and a little bit on the side. This is similar to the shadow part that we added before. We can use it now or we can also do it later, but I want to do it now because I want to use the same brown color, and before it dries out I want to use that already leftover color on my brush, so I did that now itself. Now in this region we will do the caramel like texture. For that we will it's perfect when we have this yellow ochre for crystal like structure and also the mix of brown. We already have the brown here. Let me first add a dark plain base for this. Just be random. In this layer it's okay if there are some white little spots visible, that's not a problem. Now take some dark brown and this yellow ochre, mix it, and just be random, and in the top and in the bottom it should not look like a perfect line at the bottom, so just kind of try to blend all these colors together, create a texture like this. And I'm adding a little bit of Familon to the same. It will give a really a glancing texture. For that caramel effect. That's it. And I want to look like then and there these two layers got smudged, get mingled. That will give a natural look. That's it. And now this portion is as I said, this will be white cream, but assuming there is some strawberries or a berry fill-in, I am using this leftover red color that I used earlier for the strawberries. I'm using the same color. Give us some dark, and in the center of the dark I want to strengthen it more with brown and black. Okay, and wipe off all the paint, clean off your brush, remove the wet, take some Familon because it should look like very light on the outside, like it got smudged over or the juice came out. It will give that kind of effect. You can do this in one portion or here and there randomly, but try to leave this white part more. The rest of the thing, it should not remain like plain white, so I am going to make some gray, but in a pink color shade, gray and a little bit of pink. I don't need new colors, I'm just going to use whatever left on this palette already. I have a gray here and I want to mix it with the Sunset. Okay, this is good, I think. Maybe I can lighten it with a little bit of white. Okay, let's try this color. And this is still too dark, so I'm going to clean off my brush and I will take some plain white and in the rest of the area do some portions for this color, and in some areas just leave the paper white as it is. It's okay if it looks dark in this top line because it will actually segregate these two layers. It will look nice. And here I want to make this caramel like color like dripping off to the next stage to create that effect. Again, I'm taking the already available yellow ochre and I'm mixing with this vermilion and just randomly do this like a small edge. It will create a nice edge for this. Also, with the help of brown color, do this portion, and here also I assumed here I will make the cream itself, so I'm going to use the same color that I used in here for the side as well. And before that I'm just making some borders for the dark highlights. Just do this randomly, and also for the top. It will actually give a nice split for the top cream layer, cream white color layer that is about to come. So adding some of brown, smudging it over, and then clean off the brush. Now I want to apply the cream layer for here and here. Use the leftover gray and light pink shade. Add a bit of white color if it's too dark. Here and here just randomly. Don't start with the middle section because it's always okay if it is dark at the edges. In the middle part, it's nice if it looks very light in color because that portion absorbs the light more, and if edges look dark it will give depth. So when you're not sure about the color whether it will be okay or not, first apply that color at any of the edges and see. So I just randomly gave a gray color. Now wiping off my brush and getting some white and just randomly filling in because my objective was the cream to be in white color. Rather than paint the natural white in the paper white is better, I feel, so I'm not applying this white as plain, leaving some natural white paper spots as it is. And I want to make some texture for this cream, like in this previous cake we added some spiral shadow shapes. Similarly I want to do for this. Just and there is no fixed shape. I can just do that randomly, some curved shape. I'm just taking whatever gray color left more because if we want to create shadows for white color surfaces, it's best it's always have a dark black, or in light cases it should be gray. Okay, I just added some random curves here and then add some toppings. For toppings I'm gonna go with some berries or Before that, I will just fill in this spot here, just randomly. Then enter some caramel color spots. Don't give up any perfect shape, it should not be clearly visible, just the color without any shape. So that will give a good texture. Then for the toppings, I will just give some cherries. I'm using the leftover red that I already had for the strawberries. Just make some rounds. I'm just doing it randomly with plain base, and then later we will do the darken and lighter areas. Now with a bit of brown. Why I'm taking brown is it will give that dark maroon color if we mix brown and red color, and it will actually look good for the dark shades. For these cherries, it will lift up the, it will make our colors pop actually. Notice that I'm giving this shadows only on the one side of the cherries, so it might not look good in this reflection. So I'm just holding my sketchbook up above. Now I can see better. So these shades, and after this, clean your brush and add some black color only on the areas where the cherry actually lies on the green. Give some line and then clean off the brush, wipe off the water, and just make it smudge. And it should not be too dark. A little bit it went outside. I will connect it with the tissue. So while it is wet, I'm just going to wipe off this tiny portion that's hanging out. Let me cover that up with the white color. Yeah. This is still clean. Okay. I think that's it. And it would be better if there is more white in this area, because these curves are so obvious. I don't want to make it look like that. I'm going to smudge this off a little bit. So I think that's it for today's stream. If you like these paintings, give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. It will really motivate me to do more works. you're here or if you stopped by my stream earlier. I really thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Take care. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. Hey, hello. I was just about to stop the screen. Fine. It's so nice to see you here. How are you? So, how are you doing? Long time no see. Today I started my stream so early, and in between I had some audio issues, so I had to cut my stream and start anew again. And this is over. As of now, I was just about to close this up, and I just saw your message, and I'm really happy to see you here. I hope you're doing good. Looking yummy, thank you so much. I really like the strawberry flavor very much, so I did some strawberry flavor once. Of course, you can have one, whichever you like, or you can take everything. So, I'm not sure if you can really hear me because I had some audio issues earlier. I was talking alone. It seemed like my voice was not audible at all. Nice to see you here. What is that? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Today I'm done with this drawing. It's actually it's my lunchtime, so I have not cooked anything yet. I need to go cook and have to eat. And I don't know if you're still here, but I really thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I hope I'll see you around. Oh, okay. My favorite food. What is that? I'm not really fan of food. I can say chicken. Oh, salad. Salad is my most favorite. It's very easy to eat. And what's your favorite? Okay, now. Free food made by my mom. That's cool. I I'm not living with my mom, so I have to make my own food. I agree with you. Mom's food is the best. You are so lucky. What time it would? What time is it for you now? It's 12:30. It's 12:30 for me. It's noon here. Another city. Oh, mom. Yeah, my mom is in another city. Before, I think it should be around 4 p.m. for you. Am I right? Nice. Oh, great. Then have a nice evening. I hope I will see you around soon. I have decided to go live every day. I'm just trying to. I'm not sure yet, but for the past 2 days, I'm doing it. I hope I can do it further. And if you're making any live stream, just post it, and I'll be happy to be there. Really. So I'm going to wind up now. I've stayed for so long. So once again, I'm so happy you're here, and I wish you a great day ahead. Have a nice evening. Have a nice food, and send my regards to your mom as well.